Welcome in, Beardy Day and Joby One Kanobe. Do not adjust your screens. He really is that fat.
Yeah, actually, speaking of the fat thing, I have been streaming every weekend, doing an exercise stream for the VCC community to try to lose weight. And with every pound I burn 5,000 VCC. And then with every pound I gain, I burn 5,000 VCC. So no matter what, I'm burning more VCC. So something people can kind of enjoy and get around.
Camera adds a couple 100 pounds.
Yeah, yeah, it's just true. It certainly feels that way. That's what triggered me to start the whole exercise thing and do that because I saw myself on stream and I was like, wow, that's pretty bad.
Yep. Well, first order of business. Lord's Day. We're in trouble with the big bosses. They say we're working too much,
Yes,
spending too much
yes,
time on social media. With that said, here we are on social media.
that's right. Because we have to keep growing. The growth is very important. We have to keep promoting and making sure the world knows about what we're doing. And I know you're doing your promotions, Beery, and I have been nonstop trying to get people to know what we're doing and keep this thing going. And big bosses are just gonna have to wait.
Yeah. Well, with that said, Minnesota, we have MEA weekend, which gives us 4 day weekend. And I had one job, which was to do clean up the house. And I left laundry and dishes 10 high. We're not allowed to have pets in the house. So I naturally brought random dogs into the house, broke every rule. And here we are.
All right, perfect. I love it.
So pray. Yeah. So we're just doing a quick update with BCC Vamp Catcoin. I will leave the link in the description. So yeah, things Bitcoin's kind of been taking a dump. Where are we at with
Vampcat's doing great. I'll tell you what, I think since the last time we spoke, Beardy, I can't remember exactly what the market cap was then, but I can tell you what it is now, and we are at 6.1 million as of this moment, um, and sustaining very well. We did hit an all-time high of 7.4 million about 2 weeks ago, after the big crypto crash that occurred after the whole tariff tweet and all that stuff, and people lost it. We retraced back down, but maintained well above 5 million, even throughout that. Like our core people, they are like the definition of diamond hands. There's nothing that scares them, and it's awesome to see it. That's exactly what the community is all about. Like we built the entire foundation based on long-term holders and going strong with this, and to not be shaken out no matter what. So it looks like that really is what we've created here, and it's awesome to see. So we're just continuing growth. We brought on some different foreign influencers and stuff like that to try to help promote the project. We're going to be bringing on many more over time. We're right now looking at different types of influencers and things like that to continue help promoting it, and different marketing strategies to try to get the word out there. But so far, so good, especially for something this young. Um, we're working on trying to get our volume and like daily buys, sells, all the trades going back and forth to help uh, bring some more validity to the project. The volume is just as important as having people, on board. It takes a big mix of everything. And as we go, we're learning more of these things. There's a lot to running a crypto project that I think people don't fully realize. Um, and that's kind of the other thing we're wanting to do is like open the window on that whole thing and what it actually takes to get something like this off the ground. Because I think that many people just buy it and then they sit there and they hope it goes up in value, but what they don't realize is all the madness that's really going on behind the scenes. Like, for example, just today alone, I have gotten over 1,000 DMs on Telegram, all from different people, oh, please let me promote, please let me do this, please let me do that.
How many are hot
And
women that are saying, "Hey, babe"?
that's 0.0000000%.
That's all I'm
That would be
getting.
the, yeah, yeah. So yeah, no, it's interesting. There are full blown networks built of like these bot armies out there that will do anything they can to try to get developer money. Um, I've never seen anything like it, to be completely honest. It's unreal what goes on behind the scenes and trying to filter through all of that to find legitimate, trusted people that can help you market your product. It, it's it's a challenge to say the least, but we have great people, and we dedicate a lot of time to filtering through a lot of that noise and trying to make sure that we're reaching out to the right people, bringing on the right people, and just doing the right thing for everybody. Um, there, of course, has been some trial and error because this is our very first project. I don't ever want to give people the any BS like this is something we've done a million times before, because it's not. It's our very first one, and our whole ethos is just staying in, staying strong, and being completely transparent and open about everything, and simply not selling. Like, you'll notice a lot of projects in their early days, they will do this like rinse repeat cycle that you see over and over again, where say they'll build up like a million in market cap, right? Well, then all of a sudden you'll see it dump like 75%. Okay. Well, what you've just witnessed is the devs pulling funding. And what people may not also realize is that it it is most likely 99.9% of the time a rug pull. But the other tiny percent is that what is happening is that it takes a tremendous amount of money to bring your project to the market. So what they'll do is they'll just start pulling from the project in order to fund their marketing and stuff. And we are not doing that. Like, we will not do that. That's the whole thing. We want people, we're willing to use our own money here to really promote and push this thing, and that's the reality of it. So I don't want to I'm never going to say to anyone that there's no risk. There's always risk in everything that you do. This is crypto, this is investing, this is this. There is of course going to be risk, but we're trying to make it as low risk of an environment for our community and for our buyers as possible. And we're just going to keep doing that. And it might take longer to get promotion and stuff out there, because it's going to be a constant shuffling of funds and trying to get things done without ever pulling from project liquidity. But that's what we're going to keep doing, and no matter what, we're going to never stop. And that's really it. And I'm hoping that as time goes on and people really see this and see what we're doing, they're just going to keep coming on and joining us, because with us and our buyback burn program and the way that we're choosing to do this, it really, again, I don't want to jinx things, but it really is designed to technically just continually go up in growth. Now,
Going up forever,
there's
Laura.
what's that, buddy? I couldn't hear you.
It's going up forever, Laura.
Yeah, like that. Ideally, of course, that's how it would go. Now, there are obviously going to be traders and stuff like that snipe in, and bots and things like that snipe in and try to pull profits when they can. So there's not much that any project can do about that. That's just all part of the growth cycle, and you have to grow your way out of it essentially until you have so much liquidity in your project that those snipers and stuff like that, they become much less profitable over time. Like smaller projects, your sub 10 million projects like ours, you know, not humongous buys can trigger a lot of market movement. And that's where a lot of these traders will come in and try to sniper profits and stuff like that. But as long as you have continual buyers that are regularly DCAing like we do, over time with the project will just continue to grow, and it will add enough liquidity to the pool where those types of moves do very little movement. It'll become less profitable for anyone to do that kind of behavior over time, and that's when the people that just keep ECAing in and stuff like that, that's when they see their real big growth. And it, you know, slow, gradual, uh, good, solid movement. I think our explosive first month we had got people super excited, and of course it's a lot of fun. But we want to have a solid, slow moving up trajectory um, that makes the project a lot stronger. When you have those giant, fast upswings like that, as you know, in almost anything, that's usually not necessarily a very good sign. It's exciting and it's fun, but that kind of growth is not sustainable. It takes people that plan to stay in are slowly coming in, and they're doing it over the course. Well, really, it's for the long haul, and that's the idea. We want this to be a true long term holder for people, and that's just what we're going to keep doing.
All right, I got to try something out. If you ever watched Around the Horn, I want to see if I can mute you. Oh, I can. I'm gonna have to use that. Sorry. I got him. I got him. I got him. Sorry. Yeah, I was just gonna say I'm not on the tech side, but I knew something was up because I was getting DMs from all these people, and I'm like, "Whoa, guys, this is
Well, yeah. So
crazy." Some of them were legit, I'm sure.
some are, and you do. That's why you have to filter it properly. And of course, you get a lot of these DMs from people that claim they have this and that, and there's ways to authenticate them. I don't, I don't want to say exactly how authentication is done because some of them could be watching, and then you know what I mean, and then try to uh, bridge how we figure things out, and but we do have ways to authenticate all that stuff, and it is a lot of work, but that's how we protect our funding money and we protect what we're doing for the community, and that's pretty much it. um, in the future here, we definitely plan on launching on some centralized exchanges. I'll tell you, we've learned a lot about that over the last few weeks here about what it takes to actually launch on centralized exchanges. Some are much more forgiving than others, and believe it or not, it's not really hard to launch your project on a centralized exchange, but it takes a tremendous amount of money. The bigger the exchange, typically, the more money it costs to actually launch a project on it. And the reason why is because, of course, they are delivering a large audience of potential buyers, so they know their worth, and they require a lot of funding in order to do it. So sometimes projects will automatically get listed if they have like insane amounts of volume and stuff like that, and the exchanges want to capitalize on those fees. But for early starting projects, that's not realistic. You have to be realistic in your approach and what you're doing, and that's really it, man. So right now we're focused heavily on dexes, and keeping it truly decentralized and keeping it truly in that realm of crypto. We want to have it as decentralized as possible for people to enjoy and have fun. And then over time, as the project grows and continues growth, we'll start launching on lots of centralized exchanges and bring all kind of new eyes and things like that. But slow and steady, man. Slow and steady wins the race. I'm convinced of that. We've already seen what happens when you rush into things too quickly. It ends up being a mistake, and it takes there has to be a methodical approach in building these things. You have to really analyze every single move you make and look at what is going to be the best possible outcome for the money that you're willing to spend. So, lots of stuff, Beardy.
Stalin, Stalin, why you rushing? I'm sure you can get that joke. And we did bring on our biggest influencer named Apu from Quickie Mart.
There you go. Perfect.
I have stopped the 7-Eleven to buy Vamp Cat Coin.
Uh-huh. That's
Numbers
it.
go up.
I love it.
All right.
But yeah, I'll
Well,
tell you what though, Beardy, anyone watching this, they should know, VampCat is a project built completely on trust. I know a lot of people say this about their transparency and all these things, but we, we actually are. That's the thing. We actually are completely transparent. Like every single thing that we do, we post publicly about it. We tell people in our Telegram groups the moves that we're making and we announce it to the community. And then we also back it up with every signature from every transaction, every wallet ID, everything that anyone could ever want. We're giving that information. You're not going to see that on most projects. And the reason we're doing that again is because this project really is a community driven effort. Even though, yes, there's a group of us that are leading this in the charge, the reality behind it, though, is that it's the entire community. They're all the team. Every person who's holding this is part of that team. And what we want is we really want the community taking taking a hand in driving this themselves because the more involvement you have as a community member and the more you are letting other people know about this project and how it works and trying to onboard other people, the better it's going to be for you as a holder and the project overall. Like the whole name of the game is trying to get our name out there and trying to get as many people in as possible so we can take this project to much, much bigger places. Um, and I really believe that if we get a solid community of people, like thousands of people that are doing this, there is nothing that's going to ever stop us. We just have to continue that growth and keep doing that same thing. And in time, the final big goals of the project will come to fruition. I don't know if we talked about this a lot last time about the big goals for the project, but we really are
fine.
trying to. What's that? What's that,
What is the
Beard?
final cost, sir? I know you talked about doing
Yeah.
staking and stuff. And
Well, we that's utility portions, which we already have some of that already. You can currently actually stake your VCC already. We've already built a pool that makes it so you can do that and you can earn yield on it. It is fluctuating yield. It's driven completely off of fees that are created from trading the coin on our USDC and VCC pool, and you can catch a piece of that. You just have to stake. You have to stake half VCC and half USDC, and that adds to our liquidity pool for our stablecoin and VCC pair. And then you can get a piece of those trading fees, and it's actually pretty cool. So there is a little utility already there that's available for people to do. But outside of that, though, that's just one utility aspect. The big picture for VCC is launchpad servicing. What we want to do is with the community that we're building and trying to foster this long-term holding diamond hand attitude, we want to take that community and that influence that we gain over time and use that to try to help other legitimate good projects grow. And what that'll do is that'll enable our community and the people in it to be obviously early investors in those projects, which, can make it very profitable for you. But it also is going to give other creators that are looking for a leg up in the market, a true guiding hand to do this stuff properly. And we're going to use everything that we learn and all of our years combined of crypto experience to help people to do this stuff and essentially use our community to better the entire cryptoverse. That's really it. We're we as a team, and I know the community, I think everyone in crypto agrees with this, we're fed up with all the scams. It is ruining crypto for everyone. We're tired of all the rug pulls. We're tired of all the shady people that are in this industry. And it's time for good projects to really start coming together to filter out and destroy all of the nonsense in this space. Like there has to be a change. And I know there's some good projects out there that are absolutely in on that initiative to try to do that. And we want to be one. We want to be part of that. And we want to be part of a movement to better the space because it really needs to be done, especially now that we finally are being nationally recognized as a true good industry to be in. We need to show the public that we're trying to really foster innovation and do it the right way. And to do that, we have to start destroying a lot of these scams and bad actors that are in the space. The only way we can do that is by educating people, bringing more people into solid communities, and teaching them the ins and outs of crypto properly, and making sure that other projects with the same type of morals and values become successful. That's the only way. So it's unfortunate that so many scammy projects can get success and then destroy their holders on their way up. And then they walk away extremely wealthy, and all of their community members and people that they've brought in completely get destroyed. It's not supposed to work that way. It's completely backwards on how things are supposed to go in the investing world, and enough is enough. So
That's,
we're going to try to change it.
that's why I was out with legislators night and day. Well, I wasn't, but you were, sir.
Yeah, yep. That's it, man. I believe in crypto. I have for years. Nothing is ever going to change my mind that the world needs this technology, and we need decentralization in order to quite literally better humanity. Central authority over our currency it is rife with fraud and theft and everything that is wrong with the world. And it forces this horrible greed agenda that's never going to stop until we take away power from those central authorities. And the only way to do that is by getting involved in decentralized currency to take away their ability to continually fund and steal from the public. There's no other way to do it. So I'm convinced that this is the way. And VampCat coin, even though it's a fun little meme coin, and we're of course having a good time, and it is, lots of jokes, lots of memes, lots of stuff like that. There's also a serious message behind it, and that's the education perspective. We want people to know what they're really getting into. We want people to understand the industry better, and we're going to keep, carrying on that message. That's it. That's the goal. Long-term hold, education, launchpad, help fix the industry. That's it. And we're gonna take it all the way, man.
All righty. With that said, we hit our we hit our 20-minute mark, and I think it's perfect timing because we got Halloween coming up with the vampire.
That's right.
We will let Joby get back so his wife can get that half-inch lifesaver. One more thing. I was not tuning you out for 5 minutes to find out that my Minnesota Vikings lost to the Eagles 28-22.
Oh boy, yep. I'm all about the Steelers, so I'm good, Beardy. Steeler Nation here.
I can't lie. I was checking in on the score. We lost. What a bummer. Any last words you want to leave the people?
Oh, that's all, guys. Just please make sure to check us out. If you're seeing this, go to our website at www.vampcatcoin.com. I'm sure Beardy will post it in there to let people know where you can find us. And come join us. Come meet us in the TG group. Come check out our socials. We're on X. And, give us a follow and come check it out. See if it's something you'd like to get involved with.
Yeah, if I can figure it out, every time I log on the internet, damn thing tries to kick me in nuts, even though I did. with Al Gore, Elon 97. Everybody knows that. All right,
What do you
everybody.
do? What do you do?
What can you do? Everybody, we love you. Have a blessed Sunday. Lord,
That's right.
family,
Enjoy.
football, God, family, country. Amen.
That's right. Amen. All right,
Yes.
brother.